Is the quality going to be really bad? Why is it? Siri, why is it so dark and yellowy outside today? The sun is dusty. Why doesn't someone just clean it? Hi! Sorry if the camera quality is bad. Apparently there was a storm somewhere or something and it's sandy, so the sun is covered a little bit. It's dark and it's yellow and it's a bit weird. So, yeah. But I haven't done like a little video about gender in quite a while, and I've done a couple and they've really helped me figure out stuff just a tiny little bit. So I thought I'd do another one, help me figure out a little bit more, maybe. Oh, I'm sweating. Apparently the dusty sun is making it hot. So today I'm going to be talking about possibly claiming the non-binary identity. We don't know yet. Basically, I've used non-binary on 2 pieces of information, like written stuff. It's kind of weird, it's kind of exciting. So yeah, so that kind of got me thinking, is that something that I would like to claim in my everyday life? I've kind of figured out, yeah, I'm not 100% cis female, but I also don't think that I am a guy. So by default, I'm kind of non-binary, because I don't identify with either male or female, so that's that. But I kind of feel like there's like another word that's going to better describe it, and I just feel like I haven't found it yet. So this kind of comes to this weird thing where like I'm like, am I going to just wait until I find that, or am I going to use non-binary like now and use that while I'm figuring it out and while I'm trying to find one that fits a bit snugger? Well, I just thought I'd talk about it and just hope that I'd figure it out, to be honest. The thing I do think about though is that a lot of forms and stuff still only just have male and female, which is just ridiculous. And hopefully we're moving towards a world where we'll have other identities on that form. And I feel like probably non-binary is going to be the one that happens first, and that will probably stick for quite a while, or maybe that'll just be the one. So you'd have male, female, non-binary kind of thing. Even though there are so many within that, it's quite a lot to be like, here's one really nuanced identity female, here's one really nuanced identity male, and then all of the rest. So that does feel a bit weird, but I do feel like that's probably the way that the world is going, hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, but I feel like putting non-binary, because it is a little bit more known, that will get the word out there a bit more, whereas if I put something really nuanced that maybe only people within the community know of, it might just get brushed off. It might just be like, oh, one of those millennials just wanting to be a special snowflake, which isn't true, obviously, but I have that kind of worry. And also I do feel like non-binary, it sounds weird, like, is a bit more official. When I do forms and stuff, I still, for the most part, apart from these 2 times, I will put female, but it always makes me feel quite uncomfortable, or like, it's not quite right. Sometimes they have other, or I'd rather not say, and I don't really know whether I want to click that, or I don't know, just kind of deciding whether I want to present to the world as that, as non-binary, I guess. It's quite a big thing, especially when I almost feel like that's not quite right. I don't know really. What's the time? I don't want to ramble on for too long. The thing I'm struggling with is that if I present as non-binary, what do I do in my dance career, or like that side of my life? Because that is a big part of my life. If I go, okay, that's it, I'm presenting to the world as non-binary, then what happens in dancing? Because a lot of areas of dancing is very binary, very binary gendered and very stereotypical gender roles. And is there actually a place for me as a non-binary dancer in training? I think that's the key, it's in training, because I'm still not finished my training. Maybe once I go out as an artist, yeah, but actually in a training setting, it's not really a thing. And I'm kind of thinking, I don't want to have this kind of split in my life. I don't want to have my everyday life and then my dancing life. I don't want to feel like I'm hiding in my dancing life as well. If I do decide that that's how I want to identify as non-binary, I don't want to then be hiding that over here. So I think at the moment I'm kind of thinking, well, if I don't identify with it at all anywhere, then it's not a problem because I will put it on any form. Whereas if I'm starting to do it or starting to say to people, this is me, non-binary, blah, 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 in my everyday life, then what happens when I speak to someone or do a form or I'm just in the dancing world? Do I then say, yes, I'm non-binary? Because then you're going to have to say, but I'm training as female, which then feeds into the stereotype that you have to choose between the two. You can be in the middle, but really at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you need to choose, which is ridiculous, and that's not true, and I don't want to feed into that stereotype. Just a lot of questions, really. You know what? Yes, I think this has helped a little bit. My conclusion is that although I think there is another word, label, or explanation of how I feel, how my gender is, I think that non-binary is a pretty good explanation for now and for the external world. I think I'm okay being perceived as that. Actually, I think I'd quite like to be perceived as that. Yes! Woohoo! I knew this would help. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just excited. I love it when I think that's going to help and it does, and I just feel like I've really just won. I'm just thriving at life. Kind of, not really. Okay, it's starting to get even darker now, and it's literally the afternoon, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to end this video. Stay safe, give yourself a hug. If anyone is watching and they want to witness this little non-binary face again, then I'll see you next time. And talk to me if anyone's watching. Comment. Have a chat. What's your gender? How do you figure it out? I don't know why I'm doing this. No one's going to watch it. Oh, sometimes I like to pretend that people are watching. Okay, bye.